Good morning, party people. How's it going today? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lissa, also known as the Soap Chef. Thanks for being here today. I'm going to make a really quick video on a couple of different molds that we sell that you can use to make small little embed size bath bombs that you can stick inside of these beautiful things. These are the newest, latest, greatest little thing that's going around right now. Actually, they've been in existence for quite some time, but everybody is coming out with these. So, you know, follow the trend, I say. So these are ours. We print these. We have just these 6 so far up on the website. We're going to be printing more of them. It takes time. Mr. Soap Chef is in charge of that, not me. So he's designing and modifying and doing all the color combinations and all that other kind of stuff. But aren't they cute? Look how cute they are. Let's take out, we'll take out this guy. See how cute? There you go. Comes apart. You stick a little bath bomb or multiple little minis inside of there. Put it back together. Stick your handle back on there. And then the kids just have a field day inside of the bathtub with the different colored bath bombs or embeds, making all kinds of nice little bath art. So I thought, let me go ahead over to Creation Station. We've got multiple different kinds of molds that you can use for these. We've got a small little oval, which fits inside of every one of these. And we've got a bunch of different micro minis, as well as regular minis. So without further ado, let's go over to Creation Station. I'll show you all the different molds and do a demo on them so you can see how easy it is. Okay, let's go. Okay friends, we are over here at Creation Station. We're just gonna get going. I already have my bath bomb mix already ready to go just to save time. We're gonna start off with the mold that has the most cavities, and that is our micro mini square embed. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 45 cavities here. We're gonna take our bottom plate, stick it on the bottom. I'm sorry, I got the wrong one. There you go. Stick it on the bottom. I always do everything inside of my bowl here just to keep my table nice and clean. You guys can put it up into your hand if you want. That's perfectly fine too. We're just gonna grab some mix and just start filling like this, smoothing it in as we're going. We're not pushing down, we're just smoothing out and leveling off the top. Okay, now we're going to put our plunger piece on the top. All right, as you guys know, I use my arbor press for everything if I can, if the mold will fit. Sometimes I have bigger molds, like when I make my rounds, those are my 2-inch rounds. I have a 4 cavity mold for that. It doesn't fit underneath there. So I put it on the ground and I step on it. All right, but we're going to use our arbor press for this. You may or may not be able to see. I will link down below the video to how to use the arbor press for your bath bomb molds. But you're not going to be jamming it and really going crazy with this. Matter of fact, let me fix this. There you go. We're just going to go gentle, right? I'm going to go all the way around the outside. And then down the middle, just moving it as I go. If you guys don't have this, get one. I'm telling you, it has saved me from having surgery. Now I'm going to be having surgery anyways, but that has nothing to do, you know, with anything else. If you don't have one, just give it some presses with your hands. I don't like to do it this way because I have carpal tunnel really bad, and this hurts my wrists, so I'm not going to be doing that. All right, let's get our little basket back and just give some taps on the top. Turn it over, give some taps on the bottom plate. should be able to just wiggle that top right on off, do some side wiggles, comes right off. All right, now we're going to use these handles. Again, I like to put mine down. It just gives me more leverage. But you can see that it's got the handles to push down. You can do it in your hands if you want to. Just what I do is I do one side at a time. Push, 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 push. It's almost like a seesaw motion, right? Push, push, push. Because there's so many cavities, it's going to take a little bit to get them all up and through there, but you can see them starting to come up. Just keep doing it. At this point, I'm going to put it down, though. All right, until you have reached the bottom. I don't know if you can see that from this angle, but I've reached the bottom of the other part of the mold. What I like to do now is take the back side of that bottom plate. It's nice and smooth and flat. I stick it on the top. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I make a big old mess when I try to flip it, but let's see if I can do it without making a mess. Flip. Nope. Well, that's okay. That's not too bad. Usually it's worse than that. All right, and you have some that are a little bit stuck, but they come right off. All right, and then I just take this and slide them right on off. And here's the size of one of the micro minis. And again, that's a 45 count. So there's 45 cylinders to make this size. So multiple of these will fit inside of the bath bomb wand. Okay, so that is our micro mini square embed, the 45 cavity, all right? Next up, we're going to do my favorite, which is the oval. This is a 32 cavity micro mini oval. Same situation, take the bottom plate, stick it on your cylinder, and fill. Take your plunger piece, put it on an angle, line it up with those holes. All right, come on over here, and let's do the same thing with the arbor press. Okay. Take your spoon, do some taps on the top. Turn it over, do the bottom. Wiggle jiggle to get that bottom plate off of there. Again, we've got handles. So do your seesaw motion. I think the reason why I like this one so much is because there's not as many cavities, and so it doesn't take me as long to wiggle jiggle them up and on out of there as it does with the 45 cavity square one. That just takes just a little bit more time. Again, I'm going to use the back of the plate. Stick it on the top. Oh, I didn't make a mess that time. Look at there. And sometimes you will have them sticking. But they do push up and out all the way. If you see this mold, they push up and all the way out of that cylinder. That's not why they're sticking. It's a little damp today, that's why for me. Anyways, okay, so then you have your whole thing. Just slide it right on off. All right, so here's the size of the oval. Let me give a comparison. There's the oval and there's the square. All right, let's move on and we'll do some other ones. Okay, next up we have a small 1.75 inch oval. And this fits inside of all of the bath bomb wands. This is as big as I can go with my wands. I'm not aware of anybody else's wands that are humongous, but the average size bath bomb wand, this is about as big as you want to go. So this is a 1.75 inch oval, and it's a 9 cavity. So same situation, we're just gonna go ahead and, now these make a little bit thicker. In some of the molds, you can go ahead and double them up. In other words, you can stack them. You can take 2 different colors of these ovals and just stack them one on top of the other and put them down inside of the bath bomb wand for a couple of different colors for the kiddos. All right, take your plunger. Again, do it on an angle. If you guys are like me and you have problems getting multis, you know, to slide into where they need to go, just do it on an angle. All right, once again, we're going to take the arbor press. Tap, tap, tap on the top. Turn it over, tap on the bottom. Should be able to just wiggle, jiggle that off. Again, this has handles on it, so do your seesaw motion. Again, I take the back of mine, stick it on the top. And there you go. I squished the side of that one, but that's okay. Take the whole thing, slide them right on off. So that's no big deal. I squished that one. But here's the size of the oval, 9 cavity. Again, you can fit one of these. This is a 1.75 inch. You can fit one of those. You could stack them. Some of them, the bath bomb wands are deep, so you could stack them one on top of the other, use 2 different colors. But for comparison, so now we've got the oval, we've got a square, and we've got a micro mini oval. Okay, we're going to be moving on to our 1-inch foaming soap tablet mold, which you can use for the embeds for inside of your bath bomb wands. It's got handles on it as well. We've modified this now twice. And in my personal experience as a bath bomb maker of 23 years, when you have multis, and I just said this to Mr. Chef not too long ago, it's imperative that you have handles. It is. It's hard to work these when you don't have a handle. So any of our molds that are multis, we're in the process right now of putting handles on all of those that don't have them, but this one does. So this is, again, this is our 1-inch foaming soap tablet mold, okay? Put that down on the bottom and fill just like you would everything else. Take your plunger, put it on an angle, stick it down in there. All right, arbor press. Tap, tap, tap on the top. Tap on the bottom. Wiggle jiggle that bottom one off. And let's go ahead and get these on out of there. Take your bottom plate like I do. We got a sticker. All right, let me show you this. So that is our 1-inch foaming soap tablet mold. It's like a little flying saucer. You can fit at least 2 of these in the bath bomb wands, sometimes 3 if they're bigger, if the wands are bigger. So again, take this and just slide it right on off. So for comparison's sake, again, we've got that oval. So this is our 1.75 oval multi. This is our 1-inch foaming soap tablet multi. This is our micro mini square multi. There's our micro mini oval. Okay. So there's the size comparisons. You'll have to use multiples of these for sure. At least 2 of these, 1 or 2 of these if you stack them. All right. Okay, next we have our 1-inch circle multi. So it's the same principle and the same amount of cavities as our foaming soap tablet, but these are circles, not tablets. The tablets look like a flying saucer. This is just a circle disc, okay? The same principle. Start filling. You can give it a little wiggle just to make sure that all the powder gets down into the cracks and crevices. Take your plunger, stick it on an angle, get it down in there. And arbor press again. Tap on the top. Turn it over. Wiggle that bottom piece off. And then we're just going to wiggle this on down in there. Okay, take the back piece, stick it on the top, and make a mess. It happens, what can I tell you? All right, whatever you can salvage, go ahead and put them. Thankfully, none of them really broke. That was a high drop too. All right, so this is your 1-inch round circle puck. All right, so let's go ahead and do the comparison again. And at the end, I'll put these all down on a white piece of paper and you can see. All right, so far that's what we have. We only have 1 left. Oval tablet. Circle, foaming soap tablet shaped like a saucer, square, oval. Okay, and last but not least, we have our Gumdrop mold. It comes with this plate so that you can push the mix down in there. I don't use it. I find it way more efficient to just use my hand to press it down in there. So go ahead and fill like normal. All right, so level it off. And then just kind of give it a couple little presses with your thumbs. And then if you need to add a little bit more to make it flush, then go ahead and do that. Push down as you are spreading your mix around. And see, there's a little bit too much of an indent for my liking, so I'm going to put even more. If you want to just kind of build it up and push down like this with the palm of your hand, you can. And then you'll just have to kind of level it off a little bit. This is available on our shop and our website as well. It's ergonomic. I can't do without that now. All right, just give some thumb presses down in. Again, I just find this to be much more efficient than using the plate to do it. You can if you want to, but this is just faster. All right, and we're ready to go with this. You're simply just going to turn that over and give it some wax with your spoon. Because remember, this is a gum ball, right? So the top part is rounded. We can't really make this into a mini unless we had each individual gum ball was its own 2 cups and cylinder. Because the bottom is flat, the top is round. It would have to fit inside of each one, and that's too much work. So this is good enough. You can hear it too when it starts releasing. You hear the difference in that sound? Okay, and just like that, we've got our gumballs. So this is a 1-inch gumball when you turn it that way. Obviously the top is a dome, so it's not 1 inch that way, but we go by the opening, so that's a 1-inch gumball. All right, so let's take a look at everything now. Okay, there you have it. These are all the different sizes and shapes that you can use. I just showed you how to use every single one of these molds. You can find them up on soap-chef.com, some of them. But our entire catalog is on our Etsy shop, which is Soap Chef Molds. That's our entire catalog. We have a limited catalog on the website because I didn't want to clog it. We have close to 600 molds in our Etsy shop, and I didn't want to completely overtake my website with 600 molds. So there you go, you guys. Give me a second to clean up, and I'll put these down on a piece of paper with the increments so it would be easier for you guys to just take a quick little snapshot and know what's what. Give me a second.